From inside the vortex, life on planet Earth is at the most secure and stable state that it has ever been, and becoming more so. From inside the vortex, there is not anything on the planet that is broken that needs to be fixed, but there are endless things that could be improved, which makes it a continual, inspiring place for expansion. From inside the vortex, the well-being that is dominant is understood even on a physical level. From inside the vortex, generations that are from your physical experience yet to be lived and still to come are understood completely and known as satisfying experiences that hundreds and thousands of future generations will experience right here in this time, space, reality. From inside the vortex, the imbalance that is being experienced in regards to economics and in regards to ecology and in regards to physical physiology, from inside the vortex, the improvement and the expansion that has been asked for is substantial enough to sustain you for more time than you have yet experienced on this planet. In other words, the eternalness that stretches out before you is something that you can count on in a physical sense here in this physical time-space reality. What we are saying to you is the well-being that you've been asking for because of the contrast that you've been living is the very thing that has put the sustaining of life on planet Earth into a place that you can count on. Every time you see something or read something that makes you fearful of your physical well-being, it puts more of the eternalness in your eternity. And the good news is, since each of you make your decision to come back as future generations from inside the vortex, you never bring any of those fears or concerns with you, which means that the balance of your physical planet is always one of enormously focused well-being. In short, we're just saying to you that the things that you find to fuss and worry about are only the things that you use to stir up more stuff to put into your vortex. But they are a figment of your imagination. You have the ability to conjure images that feel good now or conjure images that don't feel good now. And the heaven or hell that you are experiencing right here. And what it is the vibrational relationship between who you really are and that which you are allowing yourself to be here and now. This life for you over the next days, weeks, months, and years will be as good to you as you will allow it to be. If you will practice your conversation as best you can from inside the vortex, those who are around you will stand in awe and amazement at the universal forces' cooperation in helping your world to be the outstanding one that you have conjured. You didn't come forth to be the only one living that magnificent life. And through the clarity of your example, as so many of you said sitting here, you will inspire many others to the same. There could not be more love for you or more appreciation for that which you are. We want to say to you that without exception, you are living the intention that you came forth to live. And we want you to understand and to feel, if only in part, because it's a big thing for you to feel in its entirety. We want you to feel the appreciation that the source within you feels and knows for the important part of the expansion of the universe that you are involved in here. And as someone wisely said to us, it is thrilling to us to know that you are not among those that will have to wait until you croak to know the power of your creation. What we want you to reach for is, can you feel a sense of poignancy that comes from both sides of the equation? In other words, can't you feel that after a while, this vortex, good as it is, and as much as you feel it, needs a little beefing up. And aren't you sort of willing to maybe leave the vortex long enough to find another question to which you seek an answer? To find another problem to which you seek a solution, because it is in that movement into the vortex that your real life becomes. In other words, some might say, oh, Abraham's going to open up a discussion where people can talk about being in the vortex, and the line's going to be out the door and around the block. It will never come to an end. But it did. Did you see it peter out? In other words, this is the power of what contrast does. Contrast keeps putting the stuff back into your vortex. And it is our promise to you, friends, you get your greatest lift from life moving into the vortex, not getting in and staying there. So what you want to do is stay in there long enough to understand the vibration of it. Stay in there long enough to feel the power and the clarity of it. And then from your place of knowing how easy it is to get in there anytime you want, to dive headlong into the contrasts that surround you for the purpose of ferreting out the expansion that you were born to discover. Are you getting what we're talking about? Because if it is not for the contrast that gives birth to the expansion, there could not be the movement into it, and it is the movement into it that really is the sweetness of life that so many of you are wanting to find. It all fits together so magnificently. You knew when you made the decision to come forth into this physical body that the diversity that surrounds you would help you to focus. And this has been a magnificent day of deliberately focusing energy. We have been so satisfied in listening to the words that you have been choosing. And what we always do, we listen with specific ear to the words that you speak in conjunction with the vibration that you're offering. And one of the things that we have found to be very exhilarating here today is so many of you speaking the vibration that you really are feeling. In other words, it is so satisfying to find you speaking what you know. And it is also satisfying to find you knowing what you know from inside the vortex. It feels to us that this gathering has reached a place of conclusion. Does it feel that way to you? We know that when you find a way of coming into alignment, which means letting go of tension, coming into alignment, which means lining up with ease, coming into alignment, which means letting go of regret, coming into alignment, which means finding self-love. When you find a way of letting go of grudges and find a way to come into alignment with the lover that you are, when you are able to come into alignment with the whole that is you, then your world will feel good right now. And after all, that's why you want everything you want, isn't it? Isn't every single thing you want, whether it's a material object or a state of being or a pile of money or a relationship or a circumstance or an event, isn't every single thing you want because you believe in the having of it you will feel better? And we just want to help you get it turned around in your own mind so that you can feel it in your own being. We just want you to remember that if you can get yourself to find a way of feeling good regardless of what's going on. And by that, we don't mean look at awful things and feel good about them. We say find a way of feeling good no matter what's going on, which is really about focusing. It's about focusing as best you can towards what feels as good as you can find it. If you can do that, then you can train, and we mean that in every literal sense, you can train your own vibrational patterns into harmony with who you really are and what you really want. And that's what causes a releasing of tension, because that's what causes a releasing of resistance. It's resistance to who you are, meaning resistance to who you are with all of the things that you've been asking for. It's resistance to who you have become that equals negative emotion. So your negative emotion is not your enemy. Negative emotion is your very best friend, because your negative emotion is pointing right at your self-inflicted, and it is every time, self-inflicted resistance, which is the only thing that is holding you apart from who you really are and all of the things that you want. It will feel so good to you to rediscover your own personal empowerment. We see so many of you standing in a place that you don't want to be, with all kinds of uncontrollable circumstances surrounding you. You can't control your economy. You can't control your government. You can't control what's going on with terrorism and violence around. You can't control your own children. You can't control what's going on in your experience. And yet you keep feeling like if you could just control that, and if you could just control that, if you could just find the power to control those circumstances, then you would feel better. Those desires that continue to hatch within you, do you believe in your ability to receive them? When you do, those desires feel good, don't they? Do you ever have a desire? Do you hold any desires right now that you've been holding for so long they annoy you? I want to enjoy wanting this, but I've wanted it for so long, and it has been so long in not coming that now it's sort of a sore spot. I don't want to run into that friend who's going to say, hey, how about that? Did it happen? So I've been avoiding that friend. Sorry I ever told that friend that I wanted that, because that friend seems like an ever-present presence to remind me that I'm failing at this most important thing that I want. We're poking around at this with a stick to make it a little sore for you, because we want you by the end of this day to come round to feeling exhilaration about each and every so far yet unfulfilled, not yet manifested desire that you hold. We want you to feel good about those things you desire that have not come into your physical manifested experience. Because by the end of this gathering, we want you to understand why they have not come. And more important, we want you to know where to focus in order to allow them to come. But all of this is not for the purpose of helping you to manifest desires that are currently stubborn and slow in coming. The whole point of all of it is so that you can ease up on that tension that you feel in what isn't yet here. Because if you can figure out how to give yourself a break, how to ease up on the tension you feel for unfulfilled desires, if you can feel easier about things that you want that haven't come, or about things that are currently in your experience that you want not, that you can't figure out how to get rid of, if you can come to this place where you feel ease, even though the manifestation has not yet caught up with the desire, then we will have done the work that we came here to do. And we want today to show you the difference between what you think of as control or power and what we know is ultimate control and empowerment. In other words, when you are wanting to control someone, think about something all out of whack, and you are feeling bad as you are observing it. Whether it's about your world economy, whether it's about your own personal experience, something that you cannot control. There are too many moving parts, and as you attempt to control it, you can't. Well, that feeling of control is right over there next to the fear that you've been feeling, right next to the despair that you've been feeling. That control that you try to muster is right there with revenge and anger, isn't it? That feeling of control that so many people want is way over there on the emotional scale, right next to your greatest disempowerment, where empowerment is on the opposite end of the emotional scale. Empowerment is you being in vibrational alignment or in vibrational sync with who you really are. That's your ultimate empowerment, you see. And yet there are so many people who are really against the idea of seeking any sort of control, because in seeking control there is a sort of not letting go. And we want you to understand that we agree. You cannot let go and allow who you really are when you are seeking power or when you are seeking control. But if you can find today, and we will lay it out for you in such obvious way, if you can find today the difference between control, which is an outside the vortex attempt at moving circumstances and events in order to get things in a place that they feel better, and true empowerment, which is getting in